Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today I'm going to show you a fairly simple way to add an outlet box to a carport, one of them portable carports, so that you can put a switch in for your light. And I'll show you what I did to start off with. I happened across this light about last year. Got it for $5, and it's a pretty nice light. It's got 4 tubes in it, and I needed a way to mount that light, so I took the old screen door that was on the front of my house that was all busted up and replaced it, and I used those to make the frame to mount to these pipes, and then the long runs that went up and down the side of the screen door, cut them down and mounted them to that part, and then I mounted the light to those. So then I ran my wire down along this pipe here. I wish I'd have had white wire, but oh well. I forgot to cut some off. But anyway, so now we've got it to where it runs down to where the switch is going to be, and I just put that in just to test it. We haven't put the switch in yet. And then I ran it down to the outlet. So now this building can be unplugged and plugged up. But it took me 2 of these carports in order to do this. The main reason it took me getting 2 of these carports is because I needed these pieces right here. I needed 3 pieces that were T's instead of the end piece. And to do my overhang, I just ran it down to the pipe there, run a pipe up to reinforce it to keep this nice and solid. So, but anyway, I'll show you what I did. I made this piece right here on the 3D printer, and basically it's just a block that's going to go up against this part, just like that. And I think I got my screws on the wrong side here. This here is going to hold the outlet box on it. So let me set you up on the tripod and I'll show you what I got. So we got our switch and our cover. We got our box. And I painted it all white so it would match the frame. And basically this here is going to go up against the pole like that, and that's going to keep it from going side to side like that. So we got the fine thread drywall screws that should work, should hold it pretty tight. If not, we'll have to run a longer bolt through it and put a nut on the other side. But we're going to try these first. And basically I made a relief for these screws right here to go through. These are the ones that goes through and tightens the wires in the holes. So that will go on there like that right there. And then these 2 screws will go and screw the box to this. So we'll put that up. So we're going to take our drywall screws and we're going to find the center here. Make sure you're unplugged before you go doing this. You don't want to forget and leave it plugged in. So we'll just fold that up out of the way. And right there is about where we want to put it. We want to leave about that much wire on each one of them. So we can put that in any position we want, but I think I'm going to put it right here just like that. Well, it would help if I had the right bit. And I got to remeasure it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put that on. And you don't want to go too hard on it because it will strip that thin metal out. So alright, so now it's nice and tight. So now we'll take these little 1032 screws and mount those. Alright, so now we've got that mounted. Now let's take our screws out and put our clamps in for our wires. Alright, so now we got that. Now we can take our wires and run them down through. And then we can tighten that one down. Alright. Then we'll take the bottom one and put it through the bottom. Alright, so now we've got our wires connected. So now we need to, or got them in there. So now we're going to take and we're going to run the ground or the white to each other. Then we'll take the ground and we don't have a lot of room in this box, so we got to put it in there in a way to where the wires ain't in the way of the switch because it's such a small box. So then we'll take our switch and put in there and figure out what side we're going to put the ground. So the ground's on this side, so we want to go to this side, which is closer to this one right here. So this one we're going to leave long. So let me get you guys a stand to set on. So now we want to take this ground coming from the light, and we want to take it down and twist it around the other one. And then we'll cut that off. And we'll cut this one. Alright, so now we'll take that and put it over to the side here. And we're going to turn that. And put us a hook on each one of these. Alright, then these go to this side over here, which I'd actually rather have this white over on the other side because we don't want the white on the same side as the ground. So we're going to try to run this black, but we ain't got a whole lot of room. 14.2 would have been better, but I didn't have enough 14.2 to do this, so we're going to try to move this white over here to the other side. Alright, then push that down. Now we can go ahead and put that on. So now we've got the ground hooked up. Now we're going to take these two and bring them over to the other side and connect them. And then we've got our last one. So now it's just a matter of routing the wires so that they kind of fold inward, so that when you push this in, we don't need these here screws in there in our way right now. So then you just take your switch and just push it into place. And now we've got it pushed into place. And everything's good. So now we can put our screws in. A little nippy out here today. So now we'll tighten these down. And then you want to center it. Alright, now we got our switch in. Now let's put our cover on. Now I'd like to have a better cover than that, but and a different box, but that's what I had available. And look, it's starting to snow. That's an ice rain. Well, if I can get that hole or screw to hit the hole. Can't get that one to hit the hole. There we go. And I got it upside down, but oh well. So, up is off. It's supposed to be the opposite. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and plug this thing in. There's the light. Off. Switch is off. Now let's plug this bad boy in. Alright. Oh, check it out. So now we've got a light switch in here. And we're working on my fish tank. And got these boards out. And these are the ones that came off of my grandma's porch. Look at that, man. Them ice balls. Huh. We sure are having some strange weather here. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys how you can add electricity to your carport. And there's a few things I would have done different, but it turned out pretty nice. So this is the carport with the light. So now at nighttime, it'll be nice and bright in here if I want to work at nighttime when it gets dark after 6 or 7 o'clock. So I hope you guys learned something from that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.